go back to it. Now let's look at this example. 4 persons A, B, C, D, and A, B, C, and D are to be assigned tasks 1, 2, 3, and 4. That means how many persons do we have? We have 4. How many assignments? 4. So that means is what?
4 by 4.
And we are that means we'll be looking at 4 lines. The performance matrix is given here under with the highest skill graded 1 and the lowest skill graded 9. Now look at it now. What is the question? Okay. Now let's look at it. What is the first thing we are going to do from this table?
Row reduction.
Row reduction.
The smallest number.
Huh?
From the smallest number, row reduction.
All right. The step number one is row reduction. So what is the lowest cost here?
1.
So this will be what? 1 minus 1. 2 minus 1 give us 1. 5 minus 1.
4, 7.
What's the lowest cost?
2. Okay, after you think the next one is 2. Okay. 2 that's 0. That's 6 take away 4.
That's 4.
Away
This is 6.
3.
That's 3.
The lowest one there is 3. 3 take away 3 is 0. 5 take away 3
Okay.
2.
2. 5 take away 9. 3
3.
and 3.
1.
Lowest
0.
is 1.
So this will be what?
You go to 5, right?
Yeah.
4.
4.
3.
This is 3 and
1.
Do you have anyone who has issue with this before we go to column reduction? So put it in your column reduction, draw your column, the next column, so that you just call the figure for me when we get to column reduction.
Please, can we see that again?
So this is 7331. This will be 4663. I'll call the remaining one for me.
1420. 1420. 1420. 0004.
0.
004. 0004.
That's row reduction. Now, what will be our column reduction? I told you that if you are going, once you are done with your row reduction, we use that same table for our column reduction. Don't go back to the original table. That means our column reduction will start from our row reduction. So that means from the column now, any column that you have 0, it will repeat, you repeat that same column. Because if you look at it now, by column, it means you are coming from where? Head to toe, like this. What is the least element? You can see that 0. So if you take 0 from all these elements, you still have those elements back. If 0 is the least here, if you take the 0 from all these elements, it will repeat all these elements. So where you don't have 0 is where you now need to identify. This will be the least here. What will be the least here? It will be these 3. 3 from 3, 3 from all these, 3 from all these. So please score them for me. 10, 40, 20.
0, 2 to 6. 0, 2 to 6. Under 1, 0, 2
Sorry,
to
I'm
6.
coming. 10, 40, 20, 04. All right, what will be under our A? I'll be under our 1.
6220.
6220. All right, here.
1330.
1330. Now, what we need, what is the next step?
We're going to draw the line.
Draw
Trying
the
to cover
line.
with
And how
lines.
many lines are we looking at?
2.
So we know we need 4 lines to know that whether we are at optimal level, right? But if you draw our lines now, how many lines are we going to draw here to cover the zeros?
2 lines.
4 lines, but we
Only
have 2
2.
now.
This is
2
1.
lines.
This is 2. Are we at optimal level?
No.
Yes.
We are still far. So that means at this point now, we are not at optimal level yet. So for us to get to optimal level, that means we need to improve this table. How do we improve this table? We want to make use of the least uncovered element. The least uncovered element. What is the least uncovered element?
1.
1.
Yeah.
Now that means that 1 represents our blade or our scissors that we want to use to perform the operations. That means this is our least uncovered. Don't forget we have 1 in 2 places, but there is still 1. Now, if you pick this one, now if you pick this one, we say that any element at the point of intersection, we add what? We add to it.
4 plus 1.
So that means we agree that we are using this, we are using 1 to perform our operations. So that means any element at the point of intersection, how many do you have at the point of intersection?
1, 4, number 4.
Only this 4. That means we are going to add 1 to this 4. What are we doing? A single line, we will leave them the way they are. But any uncovered element, take that one away from them. That means they don't get wrapper. We are still taking what they have out of them. Do you understand that now?
Mm.
No,
So now
sir,
give me the new
please,
figures.
yes.
Give me
Sorry,
the new
please
figures.
explain why you use 1 to negate all the boxes.
It's
One is
minimum.
the least uncovered element. We have how many uncovered elements? We have, this is not covered. That means there's no line on them. That's uncovered. If you see this, there's a line on it. But if you see this 0 there, but this 4 has 2 lines. One that is coming this way, one this way. That is what? 2 lines. Now, all these ones, there's nothing that is covering them. They are naked. Now, so all these naked elements, look at the least naked. The least one, which is 1. 2 is greater than 1. Abi? Then 6 and 4, they are also greater than 1. That's how we arrive at 1. So that uncovered element, the least one, take it away from itself and all those uncovered elements. So we are taking 1 away from all this. What will now be the new figure?
511.
So this will be what?
5110.
Sorry.
That's line 1.
So that would be what?
5110 under 1.
5, 1, 1.
1.
Then
What
0,
about
2,
this?
0. 0, 2, 2, 0.
And
0, 3, 1, 0.
0310.
0.
310.
Then 0, 0, 0, 4.
No, we are adding 1 to that 4.
Sorry, 0, 0, 5. Yeah.
5.
Now, at this point again, we draw our lines. Do you still have 4 lines?
No.
Oh, 3
We
lines.
still do have 4 lines.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So how many are we going to use there now?
3 lines.
Where do you have more lines? We have 1. And this is what? That means we still cannot use what? Can you see my lines, or I should use a better color?
No, you can't see it.
Let me use a brighter one. Okay. 1. You know that the way we have used 3 lines, you know that someone can use 4 lines. The person can just come and cross from F1. You can say 2, 3, 4. And that person not use 4 lines. Yeah, if the person has done that, he has used 4 lines. But we all know that the person has committed a big what error. That means we still need to improve this table. How do we improve it? What is the least uncovered element?
1.
What is the least uncovered element?
1. Number 1.
So that means this is how many do you have at the point of intersection?
1, still 1. 2.
So that means 1 away from
Have
here.
0 and 5.
And 5. 0 and 5.
So call the new element for me.
5, 0, 0, 0.
So it will be
0,
what?
1.
5.
5, 0, 0, 0.
0, 0.
Okay.
0, 1, 1, 0.
0.
1, 1, 0.
1, 1, 0. Here
0,
comes
0, 2, 0, 0.
0, 2, 0, 0, right? I can barely hear you.
0, 2, 0, 0.
0, 2, 0, 0. This is 6, right? This is 1.
1. 0, 0.
Now let's draw our lines. Can we get 4 lines here? Let's look at where we have more zeros. There's possibility of crossing out 3 here. We can also cross out 3 here. We can cross out 2 here. We can cross out 2. Are we at optima? Are we at optima?
No.
Hello, Mr.
No.
Mike. Sorry, why is this number 4?
Up to my
A4, why is it 1? Why is it 1? Is it not supposed to be 0?
0, that's what I thought.
It's at the point of intersection. I was not at the point of intersection.
No, it's the D4
It's
at the point of intersection. No,
It has
D4.
It was at the point of intersection, yes. That's why we added the 1.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
thank you. Okay, thank you.
So at this point, we are at what? At optimal. We have 4 by 4. Now, it's not compulsory you draw it from left to right. To another person can decide to draw. Please let someone draw it this way. I want to draw another one. Draw your own this way. Let me draw my own the other way. Whether we're going to arrive at the same answer.
It's the same thing horizontally. 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, it's not the same thing. We can draw a box out of it.
So that means
The box won't cover the third one.
It
so
will.
that means I've covered the 4. Right?
Yeah.
If you have done your own the other way, just leave it that way. Let's see the allocation, whether we are going to arrive at the same allocation. So that when you are in exam or someone is drawing it this way, you are drawing it the other way, you are telling the person is making mistake and you start fighting. So we have optimal whatever table here, right?
Yes.
All right. We want to go to our unique zeros now. That means any element that is not 0, what do we put? We put right?
Dash.
Okay. Now let's
We'll put a
give me
dash.
those dash and those figures now.
Dash 0, 0, 0.
Dash.
0, 0, 0.
Okay.
0 dash 0.
0 dash 0.
0 dash 0, 0.
Please, everybody, cross-check with our. All right.
Dash
Yes.
0, 0 dash.
Dash.
0, 0 dash.
Now I want to go by our unique zeros now. If you look at it, if you come this way, there's nothing unique here. If you come this way, there's nothing unique here. Come this way, not unique. Go by horizontal, by column. If you come this way, is there anything unique?
No.
If you come this way, is there anything unique?
No.
By this, anything unique? From 3, is there anything unique?
No.
And by 4 too, nothing is unique. So you can decide to allocate it anyhow, start from anyone. That means if they send any student to this class, all these 4 classes, A, B, C, D, you will be confused. Here he has 2 people. He has 2. Here he has 3. Here he has 3. If he comes this way, he has 3 people. He has 2. He has 2. He has 3. He has 2. You just go to the administrator. I don't know who to call. I can say more than one. So that means let me call anybody for me. That means either way you have no choice, but just go and call anyone. So now let's look at how we are going to do it. Now, oh yeah, tell me which one to choose. Let's just choose one.
Start with the first.
A and what? A what?
A2.
A2. So that means we should pick this. That means job. This is gone. A cannot do anything again. Now, is there anything unique? If you go this way, no. From C, no. From D, no. By the time you come this way, nothing is unique. By the time you come this way, nothing is unique. By the time you come by 4, nothing is unique. Pick anyone again. Which one should we pick?
B, the next one.
B
B1.
what?
B1.
B1. Okay. If you pick this, this is out, this is out, this is out, this is out. Anything unique? Nothing is unique. This is unique.
D is unique.
Abi?
D is unique.
D
D3.
is unique.
Nothing can be done here. You cannot get anything here. So that means C automatically gets what?
4.
So that means what is our allocation now? A2, B1, C4.
C4 and D3.
Now, which one did you start with first? A1 or B?
A2.
A2. Now, let's start another way. Just leave this one. What I've written here, just leave out this one. Let's see if someone decides not to go by that means. Is he going to get the same thing? So let's pick another one. No, let us pick A2.
So we'll pick A3.
A3. Do let us even start from A. Let's just pick any other one.
C3.
C3, okay. If you start from here, C cannot do anything again. 3 is gone. Anyone unique again?
A2 is
A
unique.
is unique.
A2 is unique. This is out, this is out, this is out, this is out. There's nothing unique in B, but there's something unique in D. D what?
Yes, D1. D1.
D1. That means this is out, this is out. That means B will do what?
B4.
Now let's look at that. What is 1 now? What did you give job 1 to? Who did you give it to? D. Job 2. Who did you give job 2 to?
A.
Job 2 is to
Job 3. Who did you give it to?
C.
C.
Job 4. Who did you give it to?
B.
B. Now let's put figure in these two scenarios so that we're going to get the same thing. What is D1? This is what I'm talking about. Let's come to the original table. This is the original table here. So what is this? Is D1 now. D, we give 1 to it. So this is what I said you should go and look at. Please do have it now so that we can go and put that figure. Whether we're going to have the same answer if we go either way.
Yes, please. We do.
All right, let's go there. See what we have. All right. What is D1?
2.
Huh?
2.
What is 2A or A2?
5.
A2 is 5.
C3.
C3 is 6.
B4.
No, C3 is 5. Sorry. C3 is 5.
What is B4?
B4 is 2.
That is 14. Abby. Now let's go by this. What is A2?
Is the same answer.
5.
14.
What is B1?
B1 is 5.
What is C4?
3.
B4 is 3.
What is D3? 1.
D3 is 1.
Do you see how 14, 14?
Yeah, it's 14, 14.
So that means if you go either way, you get the same answer. But where students normally make the most mistake is where you don't use minimum lines, where you are trying to improve your table. That's where you need to watch out for. Because where you are supposed to use, maybe where you are supposed to improve on the table, you say you're at optimal level. Just be sure that there's no other person that can use minimum lines, that you have used the minimum lines. Look at how many times we improve this table. We improve it for like 2 times, Abi, or more than 2 times, before we're able to get our allocation. So just take your time. Once you are doing the right thing, just calm down. The weather in Magodo will be wonderful. Any question?
My question is, when I was ruling the line, I ruled the line differently from the 2 lines that you ruled.
Okay, but you see, do you arrive at the same answer with us?
I've not calculated it, but I think it's going to be the same answer.
Calculate. So if not the it's INTP, so you should get the same answer. Even if you rule it separately and you still abide by the rules, you still get the same thing.
Okay. No, voila. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other question?
Sorry, Mr. Mike, I joined late though. Please hope there's recording because I'm so lost.
All right, don't worry. They are recording.
Okay. Thank you.
Now, this is minimization problem. You can also be given a maximization problem to do in exam. Do you get that? You can have a question that is maximize the total profit or maximize revenue. That means you are that one also has its own what set of rules. Now, how do we do that? The only thing that is different between minimization and maximization is the first step. Now, let's go to these steps. Now, let's go to these steps. What is step number one? What do you call step number one?
Row reduction.
That is row reduction. And what do we call row reduction? Subtract the minimum, the smallest number in each row from every number in that row. That is what row reduction. Now, if it's maximization, if it is a maximization problem or profit maximization, this is minimization. We are minimizing time, we are minimizing cost, we are minimizing loss. But if you are maximizing profits or revenue, you identify the what? It will not be the largest or the highest number. Largest here. Largest number in each what row. And you take it away from every number in that row. You understand?
Yes.
That is. Then when you get to step number two, what do we call that?
Getting negative?
No, don't get negative. Answers. Don't say 1 minus 9 to be 9 minus 1.
Okay.
You understand this now?
Okay.
Sorry, come again, sir.
Now, if it's minimization problem, what you are going to do, instead of looking at the smallest number as a row minimization, in maximization, you identify the largest number in that row. And you take it away from its F and every other number in that row. Now, let's look at this. What we have here. If this is a maximization problem, identify what the highest number. What is the highest number?
14.
In this row, which 14. Is 14. Here it will be what?
10. No, 11.
11.
12 now we have identified it. If you take 11 away from 14, this will give you what?
3.
So what would this give us?
0. Then the other one will be 8.
What would this give us? Don't get negative. This will be 0. This will be 1, 2. This will be 0. What would this give us?
No, that S will be this one will be 3. Oh. It is 310. It's 11 now. 11 minus 8 is 3, not 2.
What would this give us? This will give us 5. That means you have 3, 0, 8, 3, 1, 0. That is our row reduction. Now, what do we call the rule? It's a column reduction.
Largest number.
Now, by the time you get, this is maximization problem. By the time you get to row reduction, you do it this way. The column reduction, you are going to repeat the same step in your minimization process.
Yes.
That means it's only step 1 that is changing. So, for instance, if this is your column reduction that you want to do here, if this is your column reduction you want to do, that means you identify the list in each column. What is the list here? It will be 3, so it will be 0, 0, 0. What is the list here? It will be 0, so it will repeat. The list here will be 0, it will repeat. You are
So
not
in
going to
maximization,
the highest. It's
okay.
only the list that you
The
identify
first step
that what to
is
do in
just the first
minimization
step that
problem.
is different. Every other step remains the same.
Yes, only step 1 that is different between minimization and maximization. Every
Maximization.
other thing remains the same.
Okay.
Any question?
What about if it's 4 lines? If we have to do the
You still follow the same 4x4 matrix, get your 4 lines. If you need
Mr.
to
Mike,
improve, improve.
Mr. Mike, for this one, if we are going by this optimization, we're supposed to also have for the other columns, we're supposed to have deduction because we are considering the highest figure. In column 2 now, it's supposed to be 1 that is the highest. You're supposed to remove this from other ones.
We are not good. I said it's only the row reduction that is the difference between the two maximization and minimization. It's only the row reduction that it will affect, that will use the highest. By the time you get to column reduction, you pick the lowest. You repeat the same thing you did in your column,
Okay.
your minimization problem.
Okay, okay, thank you.
So it's only step 1 that's different. Every other thing the same way. Any other question? Any other question? Assignments will come out in your exam, whether in a decision and risk analysis or production, to come out in the exam. So watch out for it.